Hey guys, it's Lauren J. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I like to do get ready with me style videos using products that are new to me, or just need a little bit more love in my collection. And today I'm going to be using some new, and I'm going to be using some new to me. And we're just going to do an eyeshadow look, and then we are going to do a little bit of a haul. So if you're interested in seeing the new and the new to me, keep watching. Okay guys, so I have already started out as per usual, skincare, sunscreen. I've done brows, I have primed my lids with Laura Mercier's Caviar Eye Stick in Vanilla Kiss, and I have primed my face with the Clarins Flash Balm. I've also done a bit on my lips. I've put the Sweet Treat lip balm, or Rouge Coco balm from Chanel on my lips because I'm going to be doing a bit of a gloss later, and I wanted a little bit of color, but I also wanted it to dry down a little bit. And so today we are going to be using some really exciting products, and in the coming weeks I'm also going to be using some exciting products. So I think you've recently seen that I did a Viseart haul of eyeshadow palettes. I just bought 2 more eyeshadow palettes, not from Viseart, but I bought them from Guerlain. So So I went in, when I fall in love with a brand, I fall in love hard, and I really want like everything limited edition that they've ever put out. I've really been wanting the Summer Jean Quad, the summer release that they did, and it has been sold out. I released on the Guerlain US website and then disappeared the minute I decided I wanted it. It's a $90 quad. It was not easy to decide that I wanted it, but after seeing so many people do looks with it, and seeing the actual like cover of it and the presentation and everything, I had to have it, and then it went out of stock. And it was out of stock for 3 weeks. It never showed up at Nordstrom, it never showed up at Saks or Bergdorf's or any of those places. And so I still have that itch, but I didn't want to buy one of the $85 regular quads because they just didn't look special enough. Maybe Mystic Peacock, but they had this one called Red Vanda that they introduced for, it was pretty much their Lunar New Year release, and it was one that didn't get a lot of traction on YouTube, and I could not find very many videos on it. I found a few, but no one really showcased it. A lot of people talked about it and said they weren't going to get it because it looked too much like the Holiday Quad, and I think the Holiday Quad was also $90, but it didn't have any special packaging on it. This one though, guys, has this special packaging, and I was not really super interested until I realized that it was velvet. So I decided to make an order on Guerlain US just to see what the experience was like, and there was a little bit of a delay for some reason. I don't know if they went on vacation or a package got lost or what it was, but I was waiting for it to arrive, and then suddenly the Summer Jean Quad finally came back into stock a couple of days ago, and I was like, ugh! And I hadn't even gotten my package yet, and my rule is usually I don't buy another makeup item until I get the one that I just ordered. And I was like, but it's been 3 weeks and I don't know if it's ever going to come back into stock again. So I bought it, and I bought the I bought something else that I will show you, but I got this on Thursday because of the week's delay for whatever reason, but as soon as it started traveling, it got here really quickly. And then I made the order, I think on Monday or Tuesday, for the Summer Jean, and it got here yesterday. So I got 2 Guerlain packages 2 days in a row. Suffice it to say, I have gone hard with this brand. But let's get into the eyeshadow look, and let's take a look at the actual eyeshadow palette. So this is the Ombres in Red Vanda. This is $7.70, and it gives, this is just the packaging, the box packaging, and it comes in this beautiful velvet case, and then you can see there's a few fingerprints because it is shiny, but it says Guerlain. I'm showing you the back because I am delaying gratification, but this is the back, and actually, there you go. And then the front guys. This is stunning. This is an orchid. So red Vanda is an orchid. The orchid has always been closely associated with Guerlain skincare. The Orchidée line is one of their main skincare lines. And I thought when this first came out that it was just kind of like a plasticky, shiny, whatever. It didn't seem that special. And then I think I saw the Guerlain video on this, and in the video, I think Violette, who is the creative director, is wearing a red velvet coat, and she was talking about this, and I don't know if you can tell, but right here you do have the Guerlain symbol embossed into the velvet. This is the softest velvet. I could sit here and pet this all day. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Get Him to the Greek, but in that movie they go to a boutique hotel and there is a very fancy fur wall, and the two people in it accidentally on purpose take some substances, and to calm themselves down, Diddy, who is in the movie, says pet the wall, pet the wall. And so every time I'm like, pet the compact, pet the compact. I know it's weird, but this is a gold plastic, but it doesn't feel cheap. It feels light, but it doesn't feel inexpensive, especially with this cover, which maybe they've taken the feedback that they've gotten from their customers that says the gold tops are nice, but they're not necessarily what they're looking for $85, and they just amped it up. And so here you have this beautiful mirror in here. It says Guerlain on the bottom. Two double-sided applicators. I've actually used these and they are very nice. I don't think I'm going to use them today, but I have used them and they are very nice. You have one with a brush and you have two of these foam applicators, and then you have a more pointed one here, which can do eyeliner, I guess. And then you have the plastic cover here. And then you have these 4 shades. Again, this was a Lunar New Year release. Obviously the Guerlain logo embossed into this one right down here, which it does on all of the quads. You have different formulas. You're supposed to have, I think in every quad, you're supposed to have 4 different formulas. So you have this really high shine metallic. You have a beautiful shimmer. One that is a little bit more, I think they call it a matte. It's not really a matte, it's more of satin, but it acts more as a matte, a more creamy sort of shimmer right here, a lighter shimmer. I am really impressed with this gold shade because it is so high shine and wet looking, and it's not just a gold, it's a really rich yellow gold with sparkle in it, with mica particles. So you really do see the shimmer, and it really does just look like stars on the face. It really is a holiday kind of shadow. All right, enough talking. Let's get into this. So I'm going to go into this shade right here. This is a deep red maroon shade. It is not super deep from what I've been able to use it for. And I'm going to put this is a Sigma brush, and I'm going to put this in the crease after I pat this out a bit. As you can see, it is a red, but it's more of like a burgundy red, leaning a bit pink. And I'm just doing that to deepen up the crease a bit because I'm mostly going to be using the pink shade all over the lid, but I want to get this nice deep outline on my eye first. And this is picking up pretty good with this Sigma brush. This Sigma brush is very loose. It's not very firm, so if these are baked shadows, it's probably not going to pick up the most pigment. But this is kind of enough for my purposes right now. I still need to get out of the house and take my butt to Trader Joe's because I need a few things. I need some flowers and I need some stuff for lunch. So I do have to get out and make a trip today, hopefully before it rains. As you can see, I think that makes just a nice framing for the look. We're going to go into this pink shade. So this pink shade functions more as a matte, and I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. brush. The thing I love about makeup is that you can use a $90 quad with a $3 brush. I'm going to put this all over the lid. And as you can see, you do get pigment with this. It is a subtle pigment, but it is definitely there. And it is smooth and satiny. It just makes a really beautiful base for the rest of the colors. And I've used this shade with the foam applicator, and it applies beautifully with the foam applicator. And you can build them up. They are not, because they are so light, I don't know that you're ever going to get exactly what's in the pan. But you can build them up, as you can see, and they do actually look really smooth and nice as a foundational type of color for the rest of the look. These are luminous shades that really reflect the light. All right, and then I'm going to go into this shade over here. This is the more metallic shimmer shade. This is described as a copper red, and it is really, really lovely. And it almost feels wet when you put it on the eyes. And it's not too different from this shade. It's just, it definitely has more shine than this shade does. And I'm just using a Real Techniques brush here. Again, I have used the brush applicator that comes with this palette, and that works also very, very nice. And I do have a little bit of fallout. And there really isn't any like kick up in the pan, I think, because of the way these are made. I mean, you do get like going in with this more scratchier brush, you do get like some particles in there, like sort of digging into the formula. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with this Zoeva pencil brush, and I'm going to go into the beautiful shade here, this beautiful gold shade, and just go down here. And I think you can see how sparkly that is, but it is this stunning yellow gold. And it has so much iridescence to it. Like I said, it's really a holiday shade. It really just looks like shimmering stars. And you can see you can create a nice amount of pigment on the inner eye, but you can also sheer it out so that it works with those pinks and those reds and that copper. I think this shade is absolutely stunning. I'll do a little cleanup around here, but it's so pretty. But yeah, this palette is just so luminous. I am so impressed with these shadows. Here's the rub. It's $90 and it's not going to go on sale. Guerlain doesn't go on sale. As far as I know, you can only get this on the Guerlain site. Look, people went nuts for that Tom Ford release of Hazy Sensuality and Peach Dawn, whatever the other one was. All neutral shades, all shades that he's pretty much released before, and they're $90 each. They're not limited edition. They're supposed to be core range things. If y'all can get really excited about a neutral Tom Ford quad, this is my splurge. My splurge. And I get to pet the compact. Again, it doesn't feel super heavy in the hand, but here's the thing. Here's the Chanel Le Quatre from Spring, from the LeBlanc. Doesn't feel super heavy in my hand. It actually feels super plasticky. It's the classic Chanel lacquered look, but you're not getting anything special for $70. This is an $80 blush. It looks exactly like the $70 quad, and it looks like every other Chanel release compact that has ever been released. And it's $80, and people went insane for this. And I'm going to use this today. I love it. So is it worth it? Totally up to you what you want to spend your money on. I know a lot of people don't want to spend a lot of money on makeup right now. I know a lot of people really probably wouldn't love these colors. This is beautiful. This is a collector's piece. This is going next to my Byredo raindrop quads. Like, I'm putting this out in my living room so people can see it. And I'm going to use it, but I'm putting it out so people can see it. And I like it. And it brings me joy. So there we are. I'm going to go finish up my makeup and we'll get into the rest of the haul. Okay guys, so this is the finished look using the 770 Ombres Red Vanda from the Red Orchid collection from Guerlain. Melted Honey Gloss from Chanel. My cheeks are a combo of the Le Beige Water Fresh Blush in Warm Pink, and of course, the Fantaisie de Chanel. And I'm wearing a drugstore liner, I'm wearing a drugstore bronzer, and I'm wearing the Dior Overcurl in Bricque on my lashes. I love mixing and matching all my makeup. Let's get into the haul. So, like I said, I made 2 orders from Guerlain. Pet the compact, pet the compact. I also picked up one of the KissKiss Be Glow. Now this is the new one in Blossom Glow. This is the one that came out sort of as part of the summer collection. It's the newest shade in the Be Glow. So this is the case for the KissKiss Be Glow. So this is the Balm, and it does have the little honeybee on the top there, and then the name on the bottom. So this is 129 Blossom Glow. It is just a, you know, I haven't tried it yet. I just recently got it. I do want to use it with the rest of the items that I picked up in my second haul, but I picked this up because it was part of the summer collection and it was available. This is the Mother's Day box that they've come out they have a few sets that have this, I think, but this is the Laura Golshani print that inspired the summer collection. So you've got the beautiful like poppies and blue flowers, and then you have the honeybees all over. So I wanted to get something with this box on it, so that's what I picked up. And I picked up the set with Mon Guerlain because Angela Van Rose speaks very highly of it and I have never tried it. So I picked up the Eau de Parfum. I can open it. Just pops off there. So you have Guerlain down here, and then it kind of has this beautiful, like, it looks like a ribbon, but it's just sort of this embossed neck on the bottle, and then you have the Guerlain insignia on the top. And let me do a spritz of this. And it is very, very sweet. It reminds me of something that I really love. I think maybe it's Black Tulip by Nest. There's something in it. I know it's supposed to be lilac and jasmine and all of these things, but it smells very deep to me. Really, you have to be in the mood to wear it, but it is just very deep and sensual. So, Mon Guerlain. I also, in this set, there is a tiny little Mon Guerlain, and then you get the perfumed body lotion in Mon Guerlain. In addition, I also gave myself a little card, so they let you do this. Chanel lets you do this, Dior lets you do this. You can just put a little bit of a message, so I put a little bit of a message to myself in here. This is a quote from Edith Wharton. And of course you get all of the little baggies and things. So, and then of course you get a pretty ribbon. Well, I got that because I was getting the Mother's Day box. I got the sort of eco packaging. It's just comes in a plain brown box. But for the summer jean, I did get the gift packaging. So it's a very small order. So it was very expensive, but it was a very small order. So I have the little gift wrapping box. So this is the box. It actually did come with this little pink Mother's Day ribbon around it. So it's just like, it's got some elastic on it. Comes with a little sticker here, the Guerlain sticker. And then I've already opened all these things. I've already swatched these things. I've already torn all of this apart. I gave myself another little message. This is again a quote from Edith Wharton. The experience of getting these things is just so, it is luxury. It just feels so good. And finally, I got Ombre Jean number 518 Summer Jean. Again, the packaging is exactly the same as Red Vanda. You don't get anything like extra on the outer packaging, which is fine. You get the same velvet pouch with Guerlain, and you can see the same gold Guerlain engraving on the compact, and shiny, shiny. And then you turn it around and you have this. Stunning. The camera does not do this justice. So this is jean. I think it's jean fabric. It's either jean or it's canvas, but there is actual stitching along this. There's green and red and gold stitching all over this with the little honeybees. They're stitched in gold, and some of the little pollen around the flowers is stitched in gold, and the leaves are stitched in green, and the flower edges are stitched in red. It does not disappoint. Like I said, I've been waiting for 3 weeks for this to come back into stock. So I checked back later that day and it was out of stock again. And I have not seen it show up on any other websites anywhere else. Maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't. I don't know, maybe they're shifting stock. I know you can get it all over the world, all over Europe and Canada, but you just couldn't get it here for the longest time. So maybe they'll shift stock around again and you will be able to get this. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. Okay, so let's open this up. Again, you have the mirror, the blinding mirror. Let me try not to, there you go. And you have these colorful shades. I am so excited to play with these. And I was a little worried that this gold was going to be exactly the same, but it is not. It is smooth. It is a little bit deeper. It is a little bit, has a little bit more of a base to it. So while this is more of a starry, almost, it's not a topper. It does have body to it, but it is more of like a shimmer, sparkle, holiday shade. This is definitely a more creamy, full-bodied gold shade. You have this gorgeous indigo denim blue right here. It's got a little bit of a deep dark base to it, but when you apply it with a finger, it layers. You can build it up. You see that shimmer in it, and I'm so looking forward to this. Pleasantly surprised at how well it applies with both a brush and with a finger. You have this wonderful lavender shade right here. I'm going to have to play with this more. It swatches beautifully and builds beautifully with a finger. I was a little disappointed with how it applied with the foam applicator. So I'm thinking we're gonna have to try it with a brush and see how that goes, but I'm thinking this is going to have to be more of a finger application to really be able to build up and see the sort of satininess in it. And it has a very, very subtle lavender color to it, just like the pink in the Red Vanda quad. You can build it up, but it's luminous. It makes a good base for the rest of the shades. And then you have this shade right here, which is, it's this tan shade. Well, I swatched this with a finger and it was very, very light, almost very like a really light bronzer. But then I applied it with the foam applicator and it deepened up so much with that foam applicator. So this is going to be a beautiful crease shade. This is my Guerlain, first time with Guerlain eyeshadows. I splurged, I went ham, and they are sisters, not twins, but they are lovely and so worth it to me, so worth it for the experience, for the feel of opening these, for the the look that they get, for the shadows inside. All right, and so for the last thing, in addition to a few gifts with purchase that I got, this didn't come like this. I actually put this in one of this is what the gift with purchase comes in, but I actually put it in here because it is so shiny and delicate and I want to keep it pristine for a while. But it actually came in this. So this, and again, that is the French side. This is the Terracotta Flower Blossom Sunkissed Healthy Glow Powder. It's essentially a bronzer, but it's also supposed to just be like a general face powder. So it comes in the Guerlain terracotta packaging, which already has some fingerprints. And I don't know if you can see, it's hard to get it to show up, but there is a like metallic Guerlain insignia. There's a metallic double G in there. And again, just the regular plastic slim package. Actually, it's, you know, it's kind of domed, so it's not super slim. On the inside, you have this. And this is beautiful. This is artwork. To me, this is artwork. This is, again, the Laura Gulshani bee and flower poppy print. So you have two flowers here. You have the pink and the orange, and then you have two of the smaller flowers in the pink and orange. And then you have this sort of overspray of gold, and you've got the little bee over here. And I have sort of swatched this. I don't really want to get too into it. It is very light. I have not gone really hard into this because I'm not ready to mess all this up yet. Again, this is supposed to be a dupe of their best-selling shade in the Terracotta Light powder. So 003, which is warm something. It seems like a very, very light shade, lighter than the Dior 002. Doesn't seem super deep to me. It's really just a display piece for me at this point, and it's not as deep as my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzers, which even some of the lightest ones, which are pretty light, are deeper than that. That's actually, I have the Butter Donut Bronzer on my face today. Again, I'm not too concerned about the color of it. I really just bought it for it's my first terracotta product. I really just wanted some pieces from this summer collection. I have been waiting for so long for the Summer Jean to come back. And so when that came into stock and the powder was still in stock, I was like, you know what, let's just go for it. And again, I just got a whole bunch of like goodies with, you know, gifts with purchase and things. So I spent quite a bit of money on Guerlain. I now have 2 eyeshadow palettes worth $180 each for 8 shades. That's a lot of money for eyeshadow. Need to slow down with the eyeshadow a little bit. I don't know if I will. There could be something coming out that just really calls to me and I'm gonna get it. But I overall have been just getting so much joy out of the products that I've been purchasing. I think, again, it doesn't have to be luxury. It doesn't have to be expensive. I've been enjoying my Physicians Formula. I've been enjoying my Maybelline liners. I've been enjoying my Laura Mercier blushes. I have been enjoying my Anastasia highlighters. There is beautiful makeup at every price point. And if you can't or don't want to buy these things, don't feel like you have to. Don't feel like you're missing out. Trust me, you're not. I just wanted to treat myself. I am obsessed with the beauty community. I'm obsessed with the luxury beauty community. And I just wanted to try these things out and have that luxury beauty experience. And not that everybody, you know, not that everybody doesn't work for their money, but like I work for my money and I want to put it towards something that makes me feel beautiful sometimes. There's a lot of things you can buy that you need. Sometimes you just want to buy something that makes you feel really beautiful, and these things do. I hope you enjoyed just sitting down and chatting with me, seeing what I got, my thoughts about luxury makeup. I know I chat a lot and I have a hard time getting to the point, but my videos are just for me to sit down, relax, talk about makeup, and enjoy the things that I have. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Any of those would be welcome, and all of them would be deeply, deeply appreciated. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.